Okay. So welcome everyone. This meeting is going to be all about AATCC student scholarships. We have staff member India Hansen that will be able to tell you all about our scholarships, the eligibility criteria, and what the process will look like for you all. It's very exciting. This year, I think we're going to be giving over $100,000 worth of scholarships. So a great opportunity for you all. Those of you that you do not know me, my name is Manisha Patel. I am AATCC's Senior Membership Associate. I work with all of our student members. That is my specialty. So if you ever have any questions about student chapters, student competitions, anything along those lines, I'm here to help. India can help you with the scholarship aspect. But if you ever need anything, you are more than welcome to contact me. And I hope that you all, if you're not already a student member, there's a lot of membership benefits to becoming an AATCC student member. It is $35 a year. The benefits pretty much pay for itself. You'll have access to student competitions, scholarships. It's not required that you're a student member for the scholarships, but if you are a student member, it is sometimes a little helpful. You get a few extra points. So you have that. There's a lot of networking opportunities for you all. You can attend virtual events, in-person events. And we also have a lot of opportunities within our membership portal as well, such as our membership database. If you're looking to contact other people in the industry, find a mentor, find somebody that works at your dream company, you can do that all through your member database. So if you're interested and you're not a member yet, I take a look at our website, see what we have to offer, and feel free to contact me, and I'm happy to help you with that. One of our newest AATCC member benefits is our community site, and I see a few familiar people on the video call, and I think some of you all have used this. There is an AATCC communities site. Basically, this is just like a forum for our members. We have different groupings of members that you can join. Our interest groups have communities, and this recording of this meeting will be on the AATCC's community site, so you can log in and view it, and you do have to be a member to do that. Just a few important dates I want you all to remember. If you are part of a student chapter, our student chapter awards are due February 14th. This is for somebody that is graduating this year that has been very active in the student chapter. So those nominations are due February 14th. Work with your advisor. February 29th, scholarship applications are due. If you're, again, are part of a student chapter, you can nominate your faculty advisor for our Faculty Advisor Award. Those are due, I believe they're actually due March 31st, not March 1st. So if you're interested in that, you can check out our website. Our design and merchandising competitions are due in April. I think maybe some of you are on the line today and are going to participate in that. This does count as one of the virtual events for your educational component. So yeah, you're crossing something off of that checkbox for those competitions. And if anybody is a graduate student, we do have a student research paper competition called Herman and Myrtle. That is due May 15th. Those are the entry forms. If you are graduating, any graduating seniors, you can order graduation cords and display that you're an AATCC member. So if you've been with us for a while, or maybe in a couple years you're gonna be with us, remember you can order graduation cords. And just a few housekeeping things. Please keep your voice on mute if you are logging in, so that way we have India's full attention. Love to see and hear from you all. Please introduce yourself in the chat. A few of you have already done that. It'd be great to see what schools you guys are representing. I think that might help the presentation as well. And if you have any questions at the end, we will open up the floor for any Q&A. So with that, I would like to introduce India Hansen. She is our scholarship lady. She has everything about scholarships, and she has a great presentation for you all.
Thanks, Anisha.
Yeah.
Hi, this is my first actual virtual meeting, and I'm really excited to be here and to see you guys. And I'm grateful that you guys attended. My name is India Hansen, like Manisha said. I am my position at AATCC is the administrative associate, but that also puts me in charge of the foundation program. And so my presentation today is going to be on our scholarships. Let me pull that up. Alrighty. Can somebody tell me if you can see it?
Yep, you're good.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, so for our scholarships, of course, our virtual event is top tips for navigating AATCC scholarships. And why should you apply? So our AATCC Foundation has over $100,000 in total funding and scholarships. Our scholarships are available for any student in textile disciplines, regardless of background. Receiving a scholarship also means a free 1-year AATCC student membership, and that gives you access to industry networking, as well as access to AATCC's Journal of Research. And receiving a scholarship also means free registration and a $500 travel reimbursement to AATCC's Textile Discovery Summit in October. Okay, so our applications, all of our applications are due February 29th. It's one application form for all the scholarships. If you scan that QR code, it will take you directly to our reviewer site, which is where we have our scholarship application for all 17 scholarships and our 4 fellowships. And let's get into it. So we have a couple scholarships. This year we are reintroducing our textile scholarships, and these include our textile chemistry, textile design, and textile merchandising. They're all $2,000, and it's available for any full-time undergraduate student. There is a minimum GPA of 3.0, and there are specific criteria that you need for these specific scholarships. So for chemistry, you have to be a chemistry major or pursuing a degree or career in chemistry. Same with design, it needs to be textile design, and merchandising is merchandising and management or retail. We also have our AATCC corporate membership scholarship. It's $1,000 awarded for the fall semester only. It's offered to our corporate member employees and their children. And if you scan that QR code, it will give you a link to our list of corporate members. So take a look at it and see if you qualify for that. Again, this is a $1,000 scholarship, and it can definitely help if you are eligible. Again, it's one application for all of these scholarships. So we do offer 8 honorary scholarships. And we're going to go ahead and get into them on the next slide. We have our Georgia Tech Gavin Family Scholarship. It's 2 $6,000 scholarships awarded to full-time undergraduate students at Georgia Tech. You do have to be a chemistry major in their MSE program. For a Stone Scholarship, it's $6,000 for full-time juniors and seniors. This does include rising juniors. So if you're a sophomore right now and going to be a junior in the fall, the scholarship applies to you. If you're studying at Clemson or NCSU, and for the Darcy Family Scholarship, there it was an increase this year from $1,500 to $2,500 for full-time rising juniors and seniors enrolled in textile, merchandising, or fashion design related fields. For our Osborne Scholarship, it's one scholarship for a full of $5,000 for a full-time undergraduate studying in textile engineering, chemistry, science, or related disciplines. Our Jasani Family Scholarship is three $1,000 scholarships. You have to be an Indian citizen with a student visa to qualify for this scholarship. But there's a two at any university and one guaranteed at NCSU for students studying in textile engineering, technology, science, design, or related disciplines. And our BIDE scholarship is for rising juniors and seniors at University of Rhode Island for $1,500. And you have to be pursuing a degree in textile, fashion, merchandising, and design. We also have our Varley Scholarship and our Woodruff Scholarship. Our Varley Scholarship is for $7,500 at FIT or Cornell, studying in engineering, chemistry, science, or related disciplines. For our Woodruff Scholarship, Woodruff himself was a non-traditional student and wants to give back to other non-traditional students. That QR code will take you to our Woodruff Scholarship page on our website, and go ahead and scan that if you'd like and see if you qualify. Again, it's $2,500 for students studying at Clemson. We also have our section scholarships. And again, all of this is one application. You just scan that QR code, it'll show up again. But that website will take you to this, and you'll just fill out one application for all 17 scholarships, which include our Piedmont section scholarships, Delaware, Metro, and our Western region. For Piedmont scholarship, there's 5 awarded in the states of North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia, and Virginia. Our Delaware Valley Scholarship has been open to anybody studying at a 2 or 4-year college or university in these states, which is Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland. The $500 is awarded to a 4-year university student, and the $250 is awarded to the 2-year college or university student. We did increase our Metro scholarship, and instead of just one $3,000 scholarship, we now have 2 scholarships to award. One valued at $3,000 and one valued at $2,000. Full-time enrollment in any of these colleges, at any colleges in any of these states, as well as our Western Region scholarship, is one $2,000 scholarship for any junior and senior in most of our Western states in the U.S. We also offer some graduate fellowships, and these are also due February 29th. We have our Kennelly Perkins Graduate Fellowship and our Grady Hauser, and Daniels Graduate Fellowship. Both of these increased from $3,500 to $5,000 this year, and they're for PhD candidates studying at their respective universities. Our Darcy Family Scholarship is also a fellowship, and it's available for master's and doctorate students. And our Jasani Family Scholarship, like the fellowship, like the scholarship, you must be an Indian citizen with a student visa, but it's also available for master's and doctorate students. For our application process, what you need is 500 words or less of a personal statement. I can't stress the importance of this enough. There's going to be certain scholarships where the personal statement really pushes you to receive the scholarship, and really relies on what you say and what you include in your statement. You also need a resume of your academic achievements and extracurricular achievements as well. You need an unofficial copy of your transcripts, and some scholarships and fellowships require a letter of recommendation. Some important tips. So when you get to our application page and you fill out your basic information like your name and where you go to school, that second page will show you all of the scholarships that you qualify for. On the second page, there is a bottom checkbox that says there are no scholarships listed. If you see any of the scholarships or fellowships listed in this slide, do not click the last one. That last box, which says there are no scholarships listed, as it will deny your application and you'll have to start again. Make sure that you list your accurate cumulative GPA and how many hours you've earned at your college and university. This will be important for your scholarships and to make sure that you fall into the right criteria. I know when I was doing my scholarships, I had to go back all the time to my transcript to see what my GPA was and how many hours I was at. So just make sure you have that prepared when you start your application, and make sure that you list all of your academic and extracurricular activities. Some scholarships also ask if you have any textile industry experience, so make sure you highlight that as well in your personal statement. And I have two links for you. I have the application link on the left and the scholarship list link on the right. If you want to scan those, they'll take you there. Our application link is reviewer, and our scholarship list link goes more in detail about all of the scholarships that I talked about today. I also have my contact information up if you have any questions. And the floor is yours. If you want to ask me anything, or if you want to say anything or want clarification, the time is yours. You can also write in the chat. There's no pressure to speak.
India, do you want to show them really quickly, like the application form, like, you know, where they go and all that kind of things? And I also wanted to point out, I don't think you mentioned, you'll fill out, like, you don't have to memorize all of these scholarships and what you're eligible for. You will fill out sort of eligibility questions within the scholarship, and I believe it'll pop up with whichever scholarships you're eligible for and can apply to, you know, multiple ones, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yes, it'll populate what scholarships that you qualify for based off of that basic information page. I'll go ahead and start pulling that up, but it does look like it basically asks like what scholarships, like where you're from, and if you qualify for in-state tuition and things like that. But I'll go ahead and pull that up in just a moment. But yes, it is just one application that you select all of the scholarships that you qualify for.
Awesome. And I will also just add that kind of the neat thing about these scholarships is we don't get hundreds of applications. So if you apply for a scholarship, it is very likely, I'm not going to make any promises, but it is very likely that you will actually receive one of these scholarships. So if you're on the fence or you're not quite sure, I'd say, you know, definitely take the time to apply, because you just never know. And a little bit of money really does help, especially when you're in school and are talking about tuition these days. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to pull up the application form as well as the landing site. Just giving you a screen warning. Alrighty, so this is what it'll look like as when you scan that QR link. It's going to include how many days are left. Again, the application is due February 29th. So make sure you set some time aside this month to apply before our event closes. And this is what it'll look like when you once you create an account, this is what it'll look like. So it'll ask for your citizenship. That asks because we have some specific scholarships like our Jasani scholarship that requires an Indian citizenship. It asks for your enrollment, your degree for the upcoming year, where you're going to school, what state your school is in, and if you're eligible for in-state tuition. That's not required for some of our scholarships, but it is required for a handful of them. Make sure that you select your college or university as well as your area of study, as this will determine what scholarships that you're eligible for. There is at the very bottom this other option. Make sure that you fill this out, that you don't just click other, because we need that information to accurately review your scholarship. We also need the department and major. So a lot of our schools like this, college and university, we have a couple of them listed due to like our scholarships needing these specific answers. But if you click other, please make sure that you fill this out, as well as your department and major. We'll go through them again, but we just have to make sure that you're putting where you're going to school and what your department is, as well as your GPA. Corporate members, if you or a parent or guardian is a corporate member, this is where you select that, and that'll get you to the application for our corporate member scholarship. If you need a list of that, again, that's on our website, and if you need it again, I can type it in the chat. Being a member of AATCC is not required for any scholarship, but it is beneficial for yourself as well as including this. And then the next page kind of depends on what scholarships you're available for, and what your application looks like at the end will depend on what it is. So personal statements are at the very end of the application, and this is the most important. Please fill it out with as much information that you can so that the reviewers can accurately judge your application. Oh, go ahead. What's up, Jessica? So you have a question about the full address section. Is that this? Okay. So you do need the financial aid office for your college or university. You can just pull that from their website. And this is important. So I know if you've been selected for a scholarship or to send the check, I'm responsible for that part of getting out the applications and getting out the checks. And oh, no, you're good. Yeah, you just need the financial aid office. And you can just pull it from their website and everything. And accurately typing in your college and university name will help me if I have any questions, if you've been awarded a scholarship. I'm gonna mock fill this out. I don't know if anybody's interested, but I'm gonna fill it out so we can see what that next page looks like, and I can show you that button that I was talking about. That do not click it if you see any scholarships listed, because it's important for your application to make sure that you're not denied. Oh yeah, so yeah, good thing I hit that. You can save and log out at any point and return to your scholarship application, but please make sure that if you do leave it, that you come back and fill it out so you have that opportunity. We do want you to apply because we don't get a lot of applicants for every scholarship. So whatever scholarship you see, there's a good chance that you know you'll be in there. You know. Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay. So yeah, this scene, this screen, you won't have this part because I am an admin. But you'll get all out of these scholarships. I filled out for NC State because that's where we are, and it's just down the road. But don't click this button because you'll submit it. Even if you do click, yeah, just don't click it. That's my best advice. But you can go back from here and select all of the scholarships you applied for. This is one application. As you saw, I filled out my basic information and then it took me to this site or this screen. And when I hit next, even though I went back and it selected the other ones, all of the information is the same. The application is the same. You have access to apply to all of these scholarships. And your name will be submitted for each of them. I'm just doing it once. Is there any other questions?
Okay, well, thank you, India, for taking us through the application. I think that was helpful. It was helpful to me actually because I had never actually filled out those questions and got into the screen. So now I can help guide students a little bit more when they ask me questions about a scholarship. If there are no other questions, I thank you all for attending this meeting, taking the time out. We hope to see all of your scholarship applications come in by the end of the month. If you have any questions in the meantime, as you're filling it out, feel free to contact India. If you have questions about student membership, you can contact me. And yeah, so I hope everyone has a good evening.